are patient when you're fasting. You are patient because you abstain from food and drinks from dawn till dawn. Salam, alaykum, warahmatuLlaah, wabarakaatuHu. My name is Sumaya and welcome to my channel. So we're almost halfway into the month of Ramadan, and I hope this month has been going on well for us. I hope we've been able to achieve the goals or part of the goals that we set for this month, and may Allah continue to make it easy for all of us. So today I'd like to share a few words with you guys, and I hope it's going to be beneficial for everybody. You know, Ramadan is a month of mercy, blessing, and forgiveness, and there are a lot of things that we want to achieve in this month. There are a lot of things that we do in this month, and we don't really continue them after Ramadan. But these lessons are really important, and I think I should share them with you guys. So the first thing we're going to be talking about today is having taqwa. Taqwa is mostly translated as fear of Allah, but it is more deeper than that. It is being conscious and cautious of Allah, having the realization that Allah's commandments and prohibitions are more important than our desires. But as humans, we have the tendency to experience something like a rise and fall in Iman, and we are forgetful, we are sinful, we do a lot of things that go against Allah's commandments. But there's this spirit that let us remain composed in Ramadan, and that's completely by Allah's rahmah. But we should not let all of these good deeds end in Ramadan. We should take them out of Ramadan. So we need to constantly fear Allah. That fear of Allah that we have in this month should not leave us. The fear of Allah that makes us to see food and not touch it should not leave us. The fear of Allah that makes us to fast from dawn till dusk should not leave us. That makes us to know when it is time for Salah and do not delay it. That makes us to cut off all of the music, the haram relationship, all of that. The fear of Allah that resides in us in this month should not leave us after Ramadan. So, you know, Allah said in the Quran, in the verse that He talked about fasting, He said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaykum siyam kama kutiba ala lazina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. That fasting has been prescribed for you. Allah is talking to the believers. So He said, fasting has been prescribed for us as it was prescribed for those before us, so that we may be fearful, so that we may be pious, so that we may be among those who fear Him. So the fear of Allah is not particular to this month. It is something that should always reside in us. So we have to take cognizance of that. We have to be very, very careful of our deeds. We have to make sure that we follow Allah's commandments and we stay away from His prohibitions, even after Ramadan. So the second lesson that I want us to learn is showing love and compassion. You know, there's this thing about Ramadan that families tend to come together, like we take sahur together, we have iftar together, we have like family programs and have series that we do within the family. So it kind of like brings us closer to each other. It makes us to show ourselves more love, makes us to be compassionate. So I think this is something that we should always let be part of us, not just within our family, to people outside. When we meet people we don't even know, we should always be compassionate in our dealings with them. So we should let the spirit of love and compassion follow us outside this month. I know it's not really, it's because sometimes we're not really in a good mood, and like we tend to be hostile to other people, but that spirit that lets us remain calm and happy in this month should be the same spirit we should take outside this month. So the third lesson and the last lesson that I want to share with us today is we should always be patient. You know, Ramadan is a month of patience because you are patient when you're fasting. You are patient because you abstain from food and drinks from dawn till dusk. You are patient when you resist the urge to fight or have a quarrel with somebody. So Ramadan is a month of patience. We are usually very calm in this month. But I would say for most people, patience is like maybe not something really easy. Like there's always this tendency to be patient because sometimes you're tensed, you're in a bad mood, or things are just going wrong for you that day or that season, and then you tend to like throw your spirit of patience away. I know it's not usually easy, but it's something we can try to imbibe in us. We can always be calm because Allah loves those who are patient. Allah said, "Inna Allah ma'a sabirin," that He's with the patient ones. So the same patience that we are exercising in this month, we should not just like let it go. We should not let it slide after Ramadan ends. We should always let patience be part of us. And like I said, there are a lot of lessons to learn from this month, but I just want to share these three major ones with you that I feel are really important. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, even though it's like a little, but I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I hope this is going to be beneficial for us. I hope we're going to make it part of our lives, and may Allah make everything that we do, every good deed that we perform in this month, may Allah make the reward for us and not against us. May Allah make our intentions pure and let us do the things that we do only for His sake. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your presence, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Salam alaykum.